So it's all shared into the group, so I'm just going to start. But if you have any questions, drop them in the comments box and I will get around to answering them at the end. There's just three things that I want to speak to you about today in regards to starting your own private label brand, and just things that I wish that I had known when I first started my first brand back in 2013. And I had to learn these things the hard way. But yeah, I'm just going to give you the insight in it so that you don't make the same mistakes and you can get off to the right start when you're starting your own private label brand on Amazon. Whenever you decide to start it, or if you have started your brand, this will just give you food for thought for the direction to take your private label brand, as this is what I wish I had done from the start. So when you're first starting your private label brand, there is any amount of opportunities. I'm going to take it that you know already what you should be looking for, but if you start with the market in mind, it's always a great place to start. This is the number one tip that I have for you. Start with a market that you would like to serve. So again, I always hear the debate whether you should follow your passion. When you first start your brand, whatever it is, whatever products you want to start selling, it's hard to know exactly what you are passionate about. And again, you don't have to be like super passionate about it, but it should be a market that you like to serve. I'll give you the example. If I was starting a range of cooking products, so if I wanted to start a brand selling silicone spatulas as my first product, this would be a bad choice for me to do because I've no interest in cooking. I just, cook to get by, cook the food that I want to eat, but I don't have an interest in cooking. I would find it very hard to grow this brand. For a long time into the future, I would find it very hard to talk to people about this brand. I would not be spreading the message about my brand because I don't have any interest in this field. So that is just the number one, is a market that you would like to serve. The thing you're looking for when you're starting is a market. Everyone starts by just looking for products, and it's good to find products that are selling well, but you should also look at a market. There are so many different products on Amazon that are all selling well in a wide range of markets, so you get the luxury of starting with a market that you like, because there's definitely going to be products that you can sell to that market rather than just looking at the products and then figuring out who your market is after that. So that is tip number one, is to find a market that you would actually like to serve with products that will help them. Number two is find a product that is selling well and that you can improve. So again, I see it all the time. I'm in a lot of different Facebook groups and I see different sellers, always just looking at the product. And if you're just looking at the product and you just want to compete with the exact same product, it's always going to be extremely difficult. Yes, you have to find a product that is selling well on Amazon because this will determine what demand it has. You want to go into a product that has good demand. If you go into a range of products that aren't selling very well, then you're not going to be able to get off the ground running and have products that are selling extremely well. So you want a product that is already selling well, that has proven demand, but you can also improve. So if you're looking at products and there's a lot of negative reviews on them, you can go out and fix these problems, the problems that the customers are having with these products, and get your own range of products in this market to fulfill the need that is already there for a good quality product. You can also add benefits, add features to the product so that your product is even more unique. This will help you to create a unique brand of your own that your customers can actually be proud of, that you can be proud of. To sell a range of products that are actually improving on what's already there. That's what all good innovative brands do. It's what Apple does. It's what all the big brands do, is create innovative products that are actually better than the products that are already out there. This will help you to create a really good brand and get your customers to buy into your brand. Then I always start my brand on Amazon. So again, why pick Amazon? You could start your brand on a wide range of different platforms. You could start selling on your own Shopify store. If you already know retailers, you could start selling your products in these retail stores. And again, if you have connections in these areas, then you can start in these areas. But why Amazon is so amazing is because it's one of the biggest retail stores in the world, and you can start selling in front of their millions of customers from the start. So that's why I always choose Amazon as the platform to start my brands on and then expand them onto other platforms. And that's what I advise you to do as well if you don't have the connections or the expertise in the other areas, just because Amazon is the easiest place to start. But I think if you're getting into private label today, you're starting your own brand of products, you should be thinking of the other platforms from the start. You know, Amazon is like any other marketplace. Amazon have their own rules. Amazon have full control over it. It is the best place to launch because you're in front of millions of customers, but it's not the only place that you should be thinking of selling. You should be, you know, thinking of all the different other platforms that you can connect with your customers. And this is what I do with my brands, and that's what I advise you to do with your brands. And it does take time. It takes time to build a solid base on Amazon, but it's well worth doing. When you start getting your products ranked well on Amazon, you get a lot of good reviews. You'll have retailers, you'll have other e-commerce sites contacting you about stocking your products in their stores. So if you're in the UK, think about it as if you could get your products into Tesco, into John Lewis, into these big stores, all the other smaller retailers are going to be looking at you as a big brand that you're in these big stores. That's the same with Amazon. You get that perception from customers that you are a bigger brand from the get-go just because you are in Amazon. People don't know, you know, exactly how easy it is to get started. And again, it might not always be this way. Amazon may shut the doors to new brands, or at least put in a gating process that they will want to see more from your brand before they let you start selling on Amazon. I think they've even started with the new brand registry program, making it more difficult for your brand to be seen as an authority on Amazon. And I can see them doing a lot more of this as it goes into the future, as more and more brands are selling on it. They're going to make it, you know, they always do make it easy for brands and as easy as possible, but especially with all the fraudulent sellers and different things that goes on it, they're going to start putting more barriers in front of sellers before they can start selling on Amazon. So having your own stable foundation for your brand, having good you know, a good listing, having good reviews and all that on Amazon is a massive boost from the get-go for your brand. Think about how hard it would have been before Amazon came along to start your own brand of products, to start making sales from the start. You know, it would have been a lot more difficult than now when Amazon are there as a platform to use as your foundation. But that's what I would advise you to use it as, is your foundation. It's not the be all and end all. It's not the only place you can sell. There's a lot of brands that do incredibly well and they're not even selling on Amazon, but it is one of the biggest retailers in the world. I think I hear it's the third biggest retailer in the US, and it's definitely the biggest online retailer in the world. So it is a great place to be able to start your brand. So that's pretty much it. That's the 3 tips that I wanted to give you today. If you're starting your own private label brand, or maybe you've started, maybe you've just picked a random product and you're really not happy with it, you're not happy with your product selection, you're, you know, you want to go down a different route, well, you always can. You can learn from your experience and then move on to your next brand. You know, that's always a possibility. I've done that numerous times, and you can definitely do it and just learn from your experience and move on and create your new brand. So I'm just going to jump in and see what questions there is here. On to sense, Charlie kept in his own washing machine in his garage. Hey. On to sense. Okay, so yeah, if you have any questions, you can drop them below in the comments. I'll get around to answering them. I'm always back in around here looking at the comments. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just drop them in. I'll be happy to answer them. If you are starting your own private label brand, want to start your own brand of products, then check out the Unique Private Label course. And if you already have your own brand, but you want to grow your sales, grow your profits, then check out the Advanced Private Label course. I will put these below this video as well, so you can check them out as well. And as always, if you have any questions, drop me a line and I'll be happy to answer them. Cool. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bye.